Welcome to the Advanced Cyber Systems Lab at Gateway Community College. Come on in, we'll give you a quick tour, we'll show you around. One of the things we want to have here at the Advanced Cyber Systems Lab is a way for you to get involved with different projects. An example of those projects is the Secure Small Business Network. This is something you can come get hands-on with. This is designed as what a network should be for a small business, in our opinion. Trying to hit about a $2,000 price point. They give you features such as an actual firewall, not just residential grade equipment, so you can have better security decisions there. There's a Open Canary project box on there as well, so you can have a way to tell if somebody's on your network that's not supposed to be there. Multiple wireless access points. You can separate traffic out by Internet of Things or internal versus customers. You could decide it's your business. I can run a couple of different security cameras off this guy if I need to. We also have network attached storage with a Synology box. So it can do a lot of different things, but one of the big ones, this gives me a place I can back up files so they're not just on one computer. And if a hard drive dies, you end up losing all of that important data. Whether you're taking an online class or you just want to get hands-on with equipment, try and figure out what you want to do career-wise. So we have our networking set up. I've got a half dozen routers and switches you can come in and play with. Bring a friend if you want to. Wireless access points. Got a whole rack of firewalls and other equipment that you can play with. We can do stuff with voice over IP if you want to play with IP telephony. So it is kind of your playground for getting hands-on with networking. Once you kind of get a good feeling with this, you're like, I got the networking part pretty well handled. You can add servers to that if you want to. The only places I know around where you can come in and get hands-on working within servers, install an operating system, get that figured out, add that into your network. You could build a small, medium-sized business out of all this equipment if you want to. If you've never had the chance to install an operating system before, more than welcome to come in, grab one of my computers off the back table. You can set it up. We've got 20 some odd different operating systems that you can use. A lot of them are different versions of Linux, but you can use my computer to install an operating system. And if you mess something up, that's fine. No one cares. We'll wipe it. You can try it again. We have some computers you can even take apart if you want to go through, get hands-on and figure out how does the computer work, what's the stuff on the inside do. Then with any of this stuff, the networking stuff, the hardware stuff, you've got folks here that you can ask questions. Nobody knows everything, but we have multiple people in the lab every day. If you get stuck, you're just, can't quite figure it out, ask. They're more than welcome to come over, help you, get hands-on, figure out some of this stuff. If you're interested in 3D printing, if that's something that you thought might be kind of fun to try, we've got couple different printers you can come in and use here in the lab. One of them, like this guy right here, Bamboo Labs, he's running right now. And you can see he's going through and laying down layers to create an object. This is kind of our fastest printer. We have our Ender as well. The Ender is kind of the classic first printer that most people get. Got one of those, you're more than welcome to use to print. And if you need to print larger objects, we've got the Soval, which lets you go through, have a little bit bigger print bed to work with. But we've been able to save a lot of money in the lab by 3D printing brackets, some of our own objects, some of the different organizational systems we use like Gridfinity. So a lot of different options there for you.
Another thing that we offer here in the lab is security equipment for your education if you're ever going to get into the cybersecurity realm. Right here, I have Sir Cracks-A-Lot. This machine is capable of cracking password hashes through Hashcat or John the Ripper. It rocks 2 RTX 4070s with 12 gigabytes of RAM for each of those cards, which gives it the necessary power for it. On the note of that power, we also have an integrated LLM. It's all locally hosted, so it doesn't actually reach out to the internet. If you want to develop and work on an AI model, we have it right here in this machine. Of course, we have all sorts of other tools that are on this machine since it is kind of our powerhouse. We have Wireshark for packet analysis if you're ever doing network forensics or wanting to see protocol analysis. Also, we have 3D modeling software that does animation as well, something known as Blender on this machine. And we also have Unity and Godot for game development. Of course, there's more that this PC can do, and it will continue to evolve as we move forward. It's just another great resource for you in the lab. On top of that, we have Sir Cracks-A-Little, which essentially is a smaller version of our largest PC here in the lab. Another thing that we have here at the lab for your use is what we call the Right to Repair Hub. You can bring in your laptop, your phone, any electronic that you own that needs repair, be it big or small, and come in and use our tools, our oscilloscope, and the resources that we can direct you to so you can repair your devices. We won't repair it for you because we don't want to steal that learning opportunity. So something that I was able to do here at the Advanced Cyber Systems Lab was build one of the world's largest hacking labs that we host here in this room. Now, if you look at the left-hand side of my screen, you log into this environment, you get a Kali Linux instance in this environment, and every single one of these listings here is a hackable target that you could learn offensive security practices and, of course, learn how to defend or better secure your servers when you're developing them. Another thing that we have here in the lab is our amazing podcast studio. We have professional grade sound equipment that you can use to do any voice acting work, podcasts, recordings, right, in this space. We've actually had more than a half dozen local podcasts come and use this room for their podcasting needs. And I personally have produced 2 full audiobooks within this space. It's a great room with sound deadening panels that were actually designed and 3D printed by our own ACSL staff.
You know what the best part is?
It's free and open to the public. So make sure to check the ACSL calendar for our open hours. We look forward to seeing you here.